curious.
We are live.
Oh my goodness.
All it took was a button. Well, hello. And we have 6 people on. So, yes, we are here. Almost here. Jill was here and she's checking on something and she'll be right back. Wow, y'all, I'm scared. My name's Alonda. I am on a weight loss journey. And today we have, oh my gosh. Okay, let me pause myself. Okay. I'm on a weight loss journey, and we have 2 other beautiful ladies who are here that will be sharing their weight loss journey. Well, Jill will be right back. Hello.
I'm still pretty nervous. I was fine all day until.
You want to introduce yourself?
Oh, yes. My name is Taisha, and I have been.
Just now?
Hold on, 37 weeks? Is it 37 weeks now? Uh-oh. See, look, I did the same thing.
Press some buttons.
Oh, let me see. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, you can? Okay. I just wasn't sure. All right. So, let's see. Mother of 5. I've lost 53 pounds so far. I'm not really sure what to say. I'm so sorry. I'm really nervous.
You're good. I'm there with you. Well, how is everybody else doing? We'll catch back up once Jill 2.0 mommy. Oh, she's coming in. I see her. Okay, I see her. Why don't y'all see her? We're gonna add her in. I did this somehow. Add to stage. Are we there? Did we see? Nope. Okay, oh, there we go.
Did it work?
Okay. Hi, Jill.
Hi, can you hear me?
I'm not sure. I think I do hear you. Okay. Yes. Can someone let us know if we're frozen? Because I feel like we're frozen.
Yes, they can hear.
If we're frozen, because I feel like we're frozen. Okay, yes. But you know what's weird? I don't see the chat. I see the chat on my phone. Yeah.
I have mine up on the laptop.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to I
have multiple screens.
MacGyver my life with the coldest water bottle being my backdrop. Oh, perfect. I can see and hear you are not frozen. Okay, so hopefully I didn't make some crazy faces. So welcome back. My name's Alonda. I am on a weight loss journey. I am luckily 60 pounds down. I still have a good 50 or so to go, according to my doctor. I'll see her on Tuesday to get some confirmation on that. And I'll be honest, I don't know what another 50 pounds like on my body. I'm using or have been using Zepbound. Now I'm on Tirzepatide, and that is me. Ladies.
Okay, Taisha, you want to go next?
Oh, no, you got it.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Jill. I'm a mom of 10 kids, and I've been on a weight loss journey since February, and I've lost 64 pounds so far. And I'm on Zepbound 5 milligrams.
That's a good one. Okay, it's my turn now, right? I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, so I'm Taisha. I've been on Zepbound as well since February. I am currently on maintenance. I am a mother of 5 beautiful little girls, or they're adults, but they're always little girls, right? And yeah, I'm really excited to be on this journey, and this is to date my most successful, in all the years of losing and gaining weight. This, I think I got it this time.
Yeah, definitely. Feels doable now.
For sure. For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, so someone is asking, are we all on Tirzepatide? And I do love saying that word, so I apologize if I say it wrong. It's now in my brain. This is how we're gonna say it. I think we're all on Zepbound, sort of, kind of, with me. Is that about right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So everyone's on Zepbound. I was on Zepbound for 35 weeks. And then I did like a little break and took Saxenda, and that didn't work. And so now I'm on compound Tirzepatide. Ooh, what's wrong? Oh, it in my head, when I hear other people say it, it doesn't sound like Tirzepatide. But in my head, it sounds like Tirzepatide. So that's not quite right. And then I repeat it the way I heard it, but it was never quite right.
Yeah, me too.
Taisha, I think this question is for you. Do you find maintenance harder than actually losing weight?
I don't.
Oh no.
I don't. Oh, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, okay. I
We are
heard her
having
say, "Oh
technical
no."
difficulties.
I do find it.
Did the
I
ladies?
think the
Okay.
hardest part is maintenance. Actually, I don't feel like I'm struggling with it in the moment. Like, I think the habits are there, but it's very easy to become complacent and start getting, super comfortable. So for me, it's just been this like full steam ahead, doing the same things all the time. So it's starting to become second nature.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of routine, right? You just get to the point where you don't have to think about all the details all the time.
And I'm looking at you guys on the screen over here, so that's why I keep looking over in case anyone wonders, like, what is she doing? The camera's here, but the screen is there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can each of you share how this journey has changed your lives?
Yeah,
with
I can't
family?
get my chat to pop up.
I had one from Elaine, and that was, can each of you share how this journey has changed your lives with family or friends?
With family or friends?
Oh, go ahead.
I don't think it's really for me personally. I don't think it's impacted my like, you mean like relationship wise with family and friends? Like my only family is really like my mom and my sister. They know I'm on this medication and they're very supportive. I have one girlfriend who knows I'm on the medication, and yeah, so it hasn't really changed like my relationship with them at all, if that's what you meant.
She said yes, Jill.
Okay.
I don't really hang out much anymore. I've become pretty reserved.
For me, not so much.
Right.
One of my aunts. Go ahead.
Oh goodness, I think there's a delay.
You're good. No, there's a lag.
Okay. For me, my family is it's like already become, it's just natural now. It's no more like mom's on a diet, or everyone knows what I will and won't eat. Nobody ever suggests anything else. And so I feel like I have a really supportive inner circle, and that's just family. And my remote family knows, like my mom and my sisters, and yeah, it's not even something we really discuss.
Okay, hold on. We're trying to add Jill back on. She disappeared on us. There we go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's
So
right.
you
Elaine
you-
has lost. Ooh, sorry. Go ahead, guys.
do you see that question from Mariella?
I can see my chat.
Oh, okay.
okay. I can't see mine.
Alonda, do you see that question from Mariella?
No, let's see.
How do you feel about sharing this journey with family and friends?
Oh, it popped up. Okay. Yeah, so I don't mind at all. I'm usually pretty much an open book when it comes to my friends and family. My family is kind of like in little multi-circles. So my immediate family would be everyone in my household. But I will be honest on this part. My co-parent for about a month that I was on Zepbound, and he did not know I was on a weight loss journey. And we were going through some stuff at that time. And so just conversation was hard. Just hey, how was your day going? It was hard. So I did not share that part. Which now I know why we were going through what we went through. But after, we kind of went over that hurdle, I eventually shared. But it took me almost 2 months before he knew I even had a YouTube channel.
Oh, wow.
We were at a swim meet and he was like, "Who are you texting?" And I was like, "Strangers." Yeah. Yeah. I was responding to comments, and that's when I went on and told him. And so in a way, he was literally the last one to know in my first little circle.
Yeah. Taisha, would you want to share about that? Do you feel like there's a lot of judgment? Because I feel like there's definitely a lot with starting this medication.
I think that they were so worried about me that it was more hope than anything else. And it's like they want me to be happy. So seeing how excited I was, I don't think I think they know me well enough to know that other than when I was on Wegovy, I typically research things, especially if it's something that I have to put in my body. So I knew the pros and the cons. I feel like I saw enough content, through Reddit and everything else where I would show them things so that they would understand too. And then hearing people like with the food noise and stuff like that, that you think like you're the only one. No, there's like other people, they get it, and showing those stories. Cause I would share other people's stories with them so they could see and kind of get an understanding of, oh, this is what you're going through. Right. And not like we're just like, woe is me. It just was hard. It was really hard. And I think that there's them being so proud is another thing that keeps me going. Like it just feels really good. So I have a supportive family. I don't have a lot of friends, not that I talk to regularly. So I don't really have that source to worry about because it's just not, it's just not a thing. So I I feel supported with the support that I have with the people in my life. I feel supported. Hopefully that answers. Let's see.
Yeah. Norma say that her family went loony
Okay, so
when she told them.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. And
Elaine
have we
lost her
had any
friendship.
negative side effects from the medication? Oh, really? I didn't see that one. Oh.
You see that now?
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah. That happened the last time I lost weight.
Yes, I'm catching up. Oh, really? Mm. Um, and do you think that was a jealousy factor, or they just didn't know how to celebrate the loss?
I
I'm
think
just
that
curious. I'm nosy like that.
are you asking me or are you asking who was that?
Yes.
Elaine.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
All
kind
right.
of everybody. Elaine too. Hey.
I think that sometimes when we're hurting, we can feel envious of someone else when they're succeeding with something that we feel like we're struggling with and not always realize that we're on the same side. Like we're all on the same team. We have a common goal. We're trying to better our health and other people struggle more than others. And you see that can come in sometimes. I think it had to do, I don't think she was necessarily jealous of me. I think it was
Mhm.
amplifying what she wasn't able to do at that time. And that made her feel a certain type of way. But I don't think it was necessarily her being, jealous of me. Maybe the progress, you know.
Gotcha.
But I ended up right back again. So I didn't really have the right mindset.
Yeah, I gotcha. And then Sandy is asking if we've had any negative side effects from the medication.
Not one.
Yeah, you have been blessed.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I
I feel like, Eli Lilly gave me a packet. Yeah, I feel like I've had pretty much the vast majority of them. The sulfur burps came from nowhere. That was like day 2. And I'm a teacher, so I'm in the class, and my students have never seen me burping. So all of a sudden, I'm like, ooh, ooh, and I'm smelling it. So I'm showing faces because I naturally show faces. And then that was like the spiral of everything else: the constipation, the extreme tiredness, then the insomnia, the leg cramps came in shortly after that. And along with many of the side effects, I didn't know why. Like, I know they say side effects, but why was I getting so many of them? And so it became a issue of trying to figure that out. A lot of it dealt with not enough water. But yeah. And Jill is circling. She's buffing. Hopefully she can get back on.
maybe some Wi-Fi
Eh,
troubles.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just curious, and this is, and I know you've had the beauty of not having it, but for our viewers, what are some of the worst side effects you've come across?
Well,
And I bring that up because when I met with my coworker, I could only give her the basics. Yeah, on my
it's like
experience.
like pancreatitis and things like that, or if you have a certain type of cancer. And just so you guys know, all of this is like right there on Eli Lilly's main site, and it'll go over some of the common
Mhm.
ones and then in depth about those things. Because I haven't really struggled with those, I haven't, dove into it. Dive in? No, I haven't gotten deep into that because I hadn't struggled with it. But I've seen people
Gotcha.
with like severe. I think a lot of it is not just the medication. I think it's like you said, you didn't drink enough water, so that caused like different issues. You know what I mean? I know if someone eats a lot of
Yeah.
greasy food or if they eat something super heavy, those kind of things can trigger side effects. Some people, a lot of caffeine, which is why like learning about those things, I didn't do those things coming into it. So I haven't had any caffeine. And that's not to say that people can't have it and not have those, side effects. We're all different, but I know when I saw, okay, this is the struggle when I do this, those are the things I avoided. So that's another reason why I don't fry anything or use a lot of oil. But that just has been working for me. So yeah, I do feel very lucky.
I understand. And mine has not moved. I'm gonna have to move it for myself.
Okay.
It said, "What are we planning to do for the holidays as far as being successful?"
I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing. I do the same thing whether I'm on vacation, whether it's a holiday, if I'm at a party, like I'm just the same, you know. So maybe preparing if I go to any events and they're not vegan friendly, then, eating before I go. Usually there's something you can eat when you go
Mm,
places. So I don't expect anyone to accommodate me. I try to prepare beforehand so that I don't have to have any of those issues. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, this is my
gotcha.
first Thanksgiving,
Um,
doing this. So
yeah. Oh, okay. My stuff is moving around now. Um, I've just For me, I still eat what I eat. I just do very small portions of what I eat. And to be honest, a lot of stuff is not appetizing to me anymore. I can like Dr. Pepper was my thing. And we've had 2 liters of Dr. Pepper in the refrigerator, and I haven't touched not a one. I'm not craving it. I'm not desiring it. Even with my kids having birthdays this October, I didn't even eat the cake. Like, I just didn't want it. So I'm kind of using that method to get me by, especially for the holidays.
I can see them over here now. Perfect. Some kind of weird delay. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I feel like I am missing a lot of people.
Let's see.
Yeah, you are not alone. That's the whole reason why I started a YouTube channel, because I felt like I was alone. One of my girlfriends had bypass many, many, many years ago, and she talked about being alone. And that just kind of resonated in my head. Like, she felt alone, she felt alone, she felt alone. Oop. Hey, Elaine, I got your text.
We missed
Yeah, I
quite a
know I have
few.
ADHD, right?
So
Yes.
let's see.
Okay, so yeah, don't want to be alone.
Guys, we'll get better at this, by the way. I know I say things like that all the
Yes,
time, but
just bear
we
with
will.
me.
It's a lot of judgment. Let's
I
see.
think Brandy says it saddens me to say that there are a lot of judgment and you do lose weight, and there's a lot of judgment if you don't lose weight. You're right. There is. I constantly feel like my coworkers are watching me. They haven't said anything, but my immediate, like again, me and my circles, my department. I feel like my department's kind of watching me. And I've been at my school for 16 years. Um, One of my coworkers has been there with me 15. So she's seen me lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. think Jill is back.
Yay.
So she
Hey.
hasn't said not one peep. You're back.
I've been listening, but I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. My Wi-Fi is so bad. It's so bad. Taisha, you know how bad it is. It's really bad. I'm sorry, but I was listening.
Let's see. We're just going through the comments because we missed
Oh, good.
quite a bit, right? I see it now on here instead of having to look over here for them. So, did you see? Okay, shark bites. My kids didn't want me to take this medication. Now they're thrilled, but my hair is falling out. I'm losing my mind. Did any of you guys lose your hair?
Shark bites, you know that I have. My hair has been thinning, but that started before the medication, so I don't think it was the medication. I don't even think it was related to weight loss necessarily. I'm taking these vitamins now, Nutrafol, I think it is, but I haven't been consistent. So I can't really say if they work or not, but it's really, really a lot thinner than it used to be. So it's a little concerning. I know you had asked about me talking about it. I just feel like I can't talk about it yet because I don't have a solution to share other than just vitamins, which I think everybody, knows to at least try that first. But I do have timers set on my phone, and I had toggled them off because I was so bad at just ignoring them. But I'm going to put them back on, and I'm going to really commit to doing this because, I want to try to catch it before it gets any worse. So, but have you, Taisha, you haven't. Have you, Alonda, had that?
Mm-mm. I use two different. I've been on a hair journey for like 2 years, so I've just kept using the same stuff that I was using beforehand. I will say I've noticed some thinning right here along my front line, but I think it's because of the way I wrap my hair at night. Weird moment. But I have a CPAP machine at night, and with me losing some of my jaw, I'm having to tighten it. I know this is weird. I'm having to tighten it, and it's making everything up in here adjust. So I can feel like baby hairs, but I don't think I'm growing hair. I think I'm losing it right in this little area where my scarf goes.
Okay.
Right.
But I'm just rubbing my stuff on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be friction from it, maybe.
Start moving.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is anyone a part of a Weight Watchers group or a 12-step recovery program?
No, I'm not. Just YouTube.
Yeah.
I see this as my support. Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
We didn't get to Sandy Drew's, right? What is food noise? I've heard of this, but I'm unsure. Do you guys want to tackle food noise?
I think it's probably different for everybody. For me, it was just thinking about food all the time. I would get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and I would be wondering if I should go downstairs and eat something, or waking up in the morning and immediately thinking about what I was going to eat. Just like that constant thought of food. That's what it was to me. I think that's probably what it is for most of us, right?
Yeah, from the moment I woke up to when I went to bed,
I was just constantly thinking about food.
Yeah.
And I thought it was normal. I thought everybody was until it shut off.
Yeah. You don't realize how much you're thinking about it until
it shut off.
Until you stop thinking about it.
Or if someone mentions it, like It's one time my husband was like,
Right.
you realize you talk about food a lot? Like, and he didn't say it in a mean way at all. Like, it was just like bringing, that's what I always talked about, and I didn't even realize it, what I'm gonna eat the next day and how excited I was because I was gonna eat this and eat that, and it was like so much excitement. I could eat when I was depressed too, but like just it's like that's what I was living for, living
Yeah.
to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna give a quick shout out. So the three of us together was actually a request by several people, but one in particular is Elaine, and she's a content creator herself. She is, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you are on Mounjaro. And she's on her own weight loss journey, but she is helping us from the sideline. She's sending me texts because my comments are moving real slow over here. So she's helping us out over here trying to fill in these comments. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. And I will make sure I put her channel on here as well. Because if it wasn't for her, the three of us wouldn't be here right now. Yeah. So thank you, Elaine. And thank you.
Let's see.
But there is a question that's somewhere in this chat from Deb, and she wants to know if our husbands have health or weight issues.
Mine doesn't.
No.
He's
And I don't mean
like,
no, like, ugh.
yeah, mine has been very health conscious since we were dating. He's never had an issue with weight.
Yeah, my husband not.
Yeah, mine doesn't.
It's a delay. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Doesn't, but he has a belly. No, same.
Yeah,
same.
mine has a little one. Yeah, mine has a little belly.
Mine. Yeah, so he's working on that. He's very toned everywhere else except for the belly. Yeah. So he's trying to do that, but to be honest, he really doesn't care. I think he's just trying to find a reason for us to talk about weight. Yeah, mine eats actually hid the Halloween candy because he's eaten a whole thing of it. Yeah.
That used to be me.
Yeah.
Okay, so some people have talked about nausea, constipation. That is a beast. Insomnia. Oh, I get insomnia when I inject in the back of my arm. I've been tracking, and yeah. I'm up all night with that one.
Jill, did you notice that when you put it in yours? Yeah.
I only had insomnia like maybe the first couple of weeks starting Zepbound. It wasn't really insomnia. I guess it was. I would have a hard time falling asleep, and then I would wake up super early. When I finally did go to sleep, I didn't stay asleep for long, but it was only the first couple of weeks. Other than that, I didn't really deal with, like, any side effects I had were really just those, like that first month probably. But did you guys see a question from Jasmine Moore about if we ever look back at our old clothes and are shocked? Did you guys see that question?
I didn't see it, but I do.
Yeah.
I do look at it. It's time to get rid of them, actually. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's okay to do that now. It's like I didn't want to give them away again and then gain the weight back.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I'm not going backwards. So yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And That was me when I cleaned out my underwear drawer. When I saw the size of them, that's why I had to take a picture. Like, because when I buy underwear, we don't try them on. We just go with what the number is. And
Right.
so, when I'm laying them all out, that's when I could see. I was like, oh. Hey, Faithy. Her daughter in Australia is on Ozempic. Her blood sugar is dangerously low. She's okay now, but the doctors wouldn't let her leave the hospital until she ate something. Oh, wow. Oh, is that because she just has zero appetite? Because I know Elaine was saying the same thing. She just has zero appetite. Okay. And then Norma is asking if we meal prep.
I do sometimes, but I need to get back into that. I need to, it's such a time saver. I hate doing it because initially it feels like you're wasting time, but it's so helpful for me to have that during the week. And then I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat or make time to cook something for myself. And if I'm hungry, I'm more likely to grab food that I've already done that's healthy instead of like, maybe something that's not so healthy. So it's actually like, I enjoy the benefit of it. I just hate the process, I guess. But I need to start doing that again.
I batch create some things like quinoa, but I mainly make, and it's not like it's complicated, the stuff I make, but I make it every day. So I do a lot of veggies. So making a lot of that in advance and kind of eating it is not the same as just throwing it in the oven for 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I need to get my air fryer fixed. But that to me is, so like the quinoa, I'll make and it'll last for a few days. And then even my batter, like I do everything every day. I think quinoa is looking like it's the only thing that I make ahead of time. At least right now. When I start branching out and incorporating more things, if it's something that tastes fine, a day or two later, then I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Some things like salad maybe doesn't always taste the best if it's been there a few days. So yeah, I can
I don't
understand.
like reheating tofu. I make it and I eat it. If I don't make it and eat it right away, if at least for me, when I've gone back and tried to heat it up, it's not the same. So
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me close this one.
For us, we sometimes meal prep. It's easier during the summer when everyone's home. And I can buy like the big pack from Sam's and we just cook everything. And then we know that's the dinner for the next 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
But now that everyone's back in season, I can't meal prep. It's just hard. So we eat a lot of quick meals, quick. Spaghetti, chicken salad, the spaghetti squash. So yeah. Yeah. Elaine says her husband is so skinny, didn't realize I was a chronic eater. Yeah. Okay, whoop. Can I right leg? Okay. Hey everyone. I'm seeing from Kimberly, did my side effects eventually go away? My stuff was weird. I do believe a lot of my side effects came from what I ate and my shot locations. once I started kind of figuring that out, like, okay, if I give myself a shot here, this causes that, I was able to kind of mitigate a lot of stuff. And then when I titrated up, I just anticipated a new side effect. And usually they would go away after a while. That answered.
Let's see. How about you, Jill?
What's that?
Side effects.
Yeah, like I said, really just the first month, a little bit of like nausea, achiness, but other than that, I haven't really felt nothing that was that bad that I would notice, you know. So yeah, I've been fortunate with that, thankfully.
And Kimberly's asking, did anyone have any redness, itchy feeling in their injection sites?
I haven't had any reactions.
When I did the back of my arm, it did.
I had to stop giving.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Alonda. It's fine.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. When I did the back of my arm, it was it had like a little welt, and it was red and itchy, but only for like a day or two. That was the only time I ever had a reaction. So that was weird, but it wasn't bad though. It was just that one time.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I had to stop doing my injections in my thighs because I was getting like bruising. Like it would turn purple and then eventually fade to green with each time I did it. And my doctor was like, you know, you might be, I can't remember all the words, but my thigh might be thin and the fat might be, or my fat layer might be thin and then my skin is thin. So I'm actually hitting something. So she suggested just stay away from my thighs.
Okay. Yeah. It's those muscular legs.
It literally looked like someone had punched me.
I don't think she heard
the
that.
fat, instead of staying here, went. It rolled in. But thank you. Wow. Hey, Sandy. Doing well. Good to see. Hey, people. Me to remember.
Alonda, do you see
Mary's saying it's hard for her to remember. Which one? No.
From Downsizing Diva?
I'm still at 3:27 p.m.
Holy moly.
Let me get down there.
Let's see.
Okay. Dahlia says that happens with her thighs too. Okay, everyone in my house is like talking. Everyone's supposed to be quiet.
You said you're at 427?
Yes.
Or 327.
Well, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can see them. I'm trying to remember, see exactly where you left off with the questions so we can get everybody.
Are you guys reading the comments on StreamYard, or are you looking at your channels?
I'm looking at StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Before I was looking at my channel, and then I hit the comments button within StreamYard, and it just put them all up there. So it seems like they're all going there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're.
Yeah, I was using my phone, but my phone keeps going black on me. Shout out to Jasmine Moore for missing a party. Oh, Jasmine. Thank you, Jazzy. Actually missed a party to join our live today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Wow, that's so sweet.
Yes, thank you.
Aw.
Um, there is a question. Has anyone experienced a stall?
I did on month 4, but that was the only time I hit a stall. It was just for the whole entire month of my 4th month was like an entire stall.
I have not,
Mm.
which, I guess when I was in active focus on weight loss mode, I didn't feel like I got to a place where there were consecutive weeks where it didn't go down. Now, there were 2 separate times where it went up a tiny bit, but then went back down and then some the next week, but I still kept doing the same thing. So as I wouldn't really call that a stall, would you guys? It's just kind of like a normal fluctuation.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of things can factor into that. How much you drank the day before, what you ate, bowel movements, things. So it's just so, so many different factors. But I have not experienced one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not trying to lose weight right now, so I guess that's not going to be a focus. But yeah, I think I was very fortunate to not really experience that.
Alonda, did you experience a stall? Can't remember.
No, my body likes to go up and then come down and then go up and come down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think they say for like a true stall, it needs to be like, I want to say 4 to 6 weeks. Some people say more than that. So it takes a while for the body to catch on sometimes,
And it can also, really quick,
Mm-hmm.
it can also seem like nothing's happening. So from my last DEXA scan, it was between 7 weeks. So there was a 7-week period. I went in, my weight was exactly the same, but I lost 2.5 pounds of fat and I gained 2.4 pounds of muscle. So if I had, and that's a 7-week time frame.
Right.
So if you're like, oh, nothing's happening, it could be, it could very well be, which is why we can't just rely on the number on the scale. It's this, I'm doing the proper habits. I'm doing what I need to do. The weight's going to do what it's going to do, right? We focus on the habits. That stuff's going to come. It's going to come. And if you've made dietary changes and you're moving your body in some form, right? It doesn't have to be crazy strenuous. You're going to have change. That's just the way that it typically works, even though I know everyone is different for the most part, eating a pretty decent diet and moving your body and being in a deficit,
right,
you're going to lose weight.
Yeah.
So just know we're losing fat. We want to retain or gain muscle. Sometimes things can look like they're not moving. So I didn't get long-winded there. I just really want people to not stay stuck being a slave to the scale.
Yeah. Yeah,
It can
definitely.
be mentally defeating.
Okay. Someone has asked, how did the 3 of us meet? YouTube. We all started following each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Religiously, I was watching their videos. Then we started communicating.
Yeah.
So we were, I think we
and I
watched
said,
each other.
I need
Go ahead, Yolanda.
Yep. No, you're right. We just kept watching each other and chit-chatting, and it just formed a little bond. A lot of these names are so familiar to me, and I do feel like I know y'all, even though I know I really don't.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had 5 daughters.
Yes. And a grandbaby on the way.
That's right.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Norma is asking, do we weigh weekly? I do.
Right before the date.
I weigh more often than that, but I don't stress about it. I don't stress if there's, I just like to get on the scale, but I don't stress if it changes from day to day. So when I do my updates, I go from like usually Monday to Monday. That's what I use for like my updates, but I do weigh like during the week, sometimes multiple times a day, but I don't stress about it. To me, that doesn't stress me out.
Can I give you guys a fun fact? I took my scale out of our bathroom because every single time I went to the bathroom, I would weigh myself. You know how many times we go throughout the day? It was an obsession, and I was like, you know what, this is too much. So I took the scale out, and now I just do weekly.
Yeah. Or well, I have 2 scales. One's a circle and one's a a square. My square one is my play one. So that's the one I stand on just to kind of see where I am. And then the circle one is the one that I call my official scale.
Okay.
So I might step on the triangle square one a couple of times, especially if I don't feel like my body's right, like my fingers get tight. I'm like, ooh, what am I doing? And I'll stand on that one. And then I, have a little mental moment and I don't touch it again until it's time to weigh in.
Do you
And
have
that
a
gives me
smart
time
scale?
to readjust.
Yes, right. Alonda, do you have a smart scale, or is it just like a regular scale?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's a smart one. Both of them. 2 different apps.
Yeah. I really like my smart scale too.
I have a regular one.
But you get the Texas
It's digital. I know. We have one, but again, my daughters have that one now, but it was too much. It was too much. So they have that one, and the one that I use for my updates, that's on the upper level. So unless I strip down upstairs, which that's not something I don't have to worry about getting on it.
Right.
And, yes. So a couple of things. So we have a lady who has lost 46 pounds on Zepbound just in the last 18 weeks.
Wow.
And she's now on 10 milligrams. Last name is Sims. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous. But kudos, congratulations. 46 pounds in 18 weeks. That's how I thought my journey was gonna go. I did. I thought every week I was going to lose 5 pounds. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be fine before summer ends." That wasn't my story. And Vanessa would like to know individual exercise. I'm past that to y'all. I'm still working on it.
I'll go first, Taisha, because mine will be a lot quicker than yours. But so right now I'm taking a break from exercise just because I can't get my act together. That's really what it is. I just can't I know what needs to happen. I need to wake up earlier. I can't exercise it doesn't seem to happen if I wait till the day gets going. I feel like I need to do it in the morning because it just gets increasingly harder to do. And then I just get increasingly tired. So it just doesn't happen. So I need to do that. And in order for me to wake up early, I need to go to bed early. And I just haven't been able to, but I'm working on that as well. Taisha, you want to inspire people here today?
I think I may be getting on people's nerves.
No.
In week 2, well, right after week 2, I started strength training, and I like to, I do strength training through different YouTubers. So I started off with Strong Sisters United, and I didn't write down how many weeks I did that before I switched over to Lift with C. But the reason I like their workouts, they're with dumbbells. They can be done from the comfort of my own home, and I don't have to pay for anything. And it's great. It's great. And they're small. They're small. They're short. So they're not these long, drawn out. They are manageable on days when I wake up and I don't feel like doing anything. Now, I feel like I would probably get a better workout if I was disciplined and got up every morning and just knocked it out. But I let the day get away from me, but I still get it in. And it's manageable because it's 20 minutes, you know. At least the series that I'm doing right now, I haven't really done anything longer than 30 minutes. I don't want to. And I know you could do a lot more and have results faster, but I'm fine with the pace that things are going. And in order for it to be something that I can be consistent with, it has to be something that I enjoy and that that I can do, and I can make myself do it when I don't feel like it. That's the key, because
definitely,
lots of things are doable, but when you don't feel like it, sometimes it's hard, So that's why I believe in that. So that's just my method. Now in the summertime, I was also walking, and I overcomplicated it. Like, now I've got to walk at this pace, and oh, well, I made 4 miles in this amount of time, so maybe next time I could do, it was just, instead of just walking, I should have been walking because it's good for you, right? It makes you feel good getting the steps in, but so now I'm easing into it. I have a walking pad. I got on it today. But just kind of incorporating that, and I haven't figured out what I want to do with that yet, because I know I don't want to do it right before strength training. So maybe getting up in the morning and doing the walking pad, and then kind of around lunchtime knocking out the strength training. But hopefully that answered. Strength training is my go-to. All of that to say that's my favorite.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm getting some messages over here. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you so much. Chrissy wants to know, how much do we all lose in 1 month? Yeah, I have to get my.
I'm gonna pull up the happy scale.
I guess I'll
Does anyone know offhand the most they?
Oh, what was the question? The most we lost in a month?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think for me that was 14 pounds, I think. And that was the beginning. That was like my first month. Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know. My sheet's over there, so I'd have to get up and go grab it. But I will put it on my next video.
14.6 for me, and that was March. 14.6. Let's see. I'm sorry, that's at versus last month. In the month of March, I lost 15 pounds. April, 8.1 pounds. Well, I won't go through all of them. That was the most that I lost in a month. And I started in February, the end of February, towards the end.
Oh, okay. I love this question from Vanessa. Vanessa has asked, you all have turned back the hands of time on Tirzepatide. Oh, it's not a question, it's a statement. Your faces have become so youthful. Taisha, you look like a teenager. She does. She looks like she
I'll
could be
take
in my
it.
class.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
He does.
Let's see. Okay, and Chrissy is saying my biggest problem right now is that my weight fluctuate. It goes down a little bit, then it goes up twice as much, going down, and yeah, it fluctuates back and forth. If you don't mind, I'll tackle that for a second. Chrissy, I would check your sodium, how much salt you're taking in, and it could also just be inflammation. The first time it really happened to me, like where there was like a 10-pound difference, freaked the crap out of me. I was kind of like, why is this happening? And it was because of my diet. So I've started eliminating some things and cutting back on some things because I'm learning that certain foods will cause my body to have inflammation, which is something I've never dealt with, but I've also never stood on the scale the way I am on this weight loss journey.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Salt intake affects that a lot. Stress, not sleeping enough, right? Like that raises your cortisol levels. So it could be so much more than just gaining weight. There could be a lot of other things at play.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is not to get discouraged, and if you know that you're eating right, just stick to whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe increase your movement a little bit more, to walk a little more, or whatever it is, like maybe just increase it a little bit. If you're doing too much exercise, actually that can cause inflammation too. So you just have to kind of be aware and just stick with what you know you're supposed to do, and eventually your body will catch on. It just sometimes takes a while, sometimes takes a long time.
And being hydrated enough
Yes. Yeah.
is a key. And I think, I drink a lot of water. I think my sodium intake may be a bit on the higher side, but I drink a lot of water, so I don't know if it balances it out. And I won't pretend like I know all this medical stuff. I just know that I haven't had any issues this go with any retention or anything like that. And these are things that I've experienced in the past. So I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
So maybe increasing, even if you just do by 1 glass a day, adding, more than your regular, and just kind of over time seeing, does this affect it at all? Because if you're not getting enough water, your body's going to want to hold on to it, is my understanding. But again,
Right.
I'm not a medical professional.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. The water is so important. I always knew it was important. I just always had a hard time drinking it, but I've gotten much better with that now. But I think that helps flush everything out too.
Especially with on fat loss, because I believe it's released, through when we urinate and when we sweat. So
Right.
you want to make sure you're getting enough water.
Yep. Yeah.
Taisha, do you see you have a special fan favorite?
No,
It's around the 351 mark.
let me scroll down.
And downsizing diva, yeah.
Oh.
Next one, girl, we need you.
I love you too.
Yes.
That's number 3, guys. That's daughter number 3.
I don't see the comment. You got to read it out loud so I can hear it.
Aw.
That's my mama. I love you.
Aw. Oh, I see it. Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, thank you, Elaine.
I mean, she is definitely working it. Elaine, girl, thank you.
Yes.
Kelly is asking what type of supplements we take, and do we, what was this? Okay, so she wants to know what supplements do we take and if they were a recommendation from my doctors. No, my doctor just listens to whatever I say and tells me yes or no. Yeah, that's why on Tuesday we're going to have a long talk.
You want to go first, Taisha?
I do not. I just I don't like to take a lot of things, and that's why it's also interesting being on Zepbound, because I'm not someone who wanted to take a lot of pills, and anyway, I haven't felt the need to. Now, if I go in for blood work this month, actually, if there's any deficiencies, I'm not against supplements, but I don't feel like I need any.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been told that I need to take any.
Gotcha.
So
Yep. Yeah, I just take vitamin D, and then I'm supposed to be taking my hair vitamins, but vitamin D is the only thing that I take, like that's prescribed. That's about the only supplement I take consistently.
that's an important one.
Yeah.
I do take a lot, but I just had blood work done and it's showing a bunch of deficiencies. And I take a multivitamin. I take a lot. And so that's why I say my doctor and I are going to have to come up with a game plan, because I want to cut down the amount of pills I take, not increase the amount.
Yeah.
Bella Natural says hello. Taisha, can you please link the name of your YouTube channel? That's the second time that's come up.
Oh, okay, sure. Let's see. Do I just put the at? Give me one moment.
Oh, Faithy does her walks 3 times. And Taisha, while you're typing, Kelly would like to know what type of walking pad you have.
It's actually a walking pad brand, and I got it from Dick's, and it was only $2.99. So, I believe it's called. Give me a moment. Walking Station. So it's called a Walking Station. Okay.
And I have to say, a collective table, you go, because they do Orange Theory Fitness. I walked in, I probably stayed 5 minutes. They were showing me everything, and I walked out. I was so freaked out. I was like, I'm always going to be at the bottom. So kudos for you for being able to do that. Kudos.
Is that similar to like CrossFit? Is it like the same type of thing?
I feel like it's cardio, a lot of cardio. You
I've
do
never
strength
done
training.
CrossFit. That scares me too.
Yeah. Okay.
I've gone to both. Well, I've not gone to Orange Theory, but a place that's similar to that in the past. It was a lot, and I didn't go back. And I did a CrossFit style, and I like, how like supportive everyone is. But for me, and I would say I was pretty lazy. That energy that they had for all of that stuff just was too much. It was overwhelming for me, and I just, even though they tried to make me feel welcomed, I just felt like I just wasn't into it as much as they were, and I just felt bad, so I stopped going. Or that's the excuse, that I gave myself. But both are great. They're just different.
Yeah. Marilla with 1L heard that the first month is mostly water weight and inflammation. I would agree. Yeah. Yeah. It also gave me false hope. Seeing the big numbers.
For me, it was also
Elaine, she lost 18 pounds in May of 2024.
Wow. Wow. That's great.
yeah.
That's a
See, mine was muscle. A lot of it was muscle in the beginning.
and Debbie said,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. It was-
In the beginning, you were losing muscle?
I did. So I had a DEXA scan on January 26th, which was a little less than a month before I started on Zepbound. And then when I had one done in March 27th, I had lost 14 pounds of muscle. So for me, it wasn't just, unfortunately, water weight. And, I'm sure that was some of it. I had only lost 4 pounds of fat and 14 pounds of muscle. So I was
Wow.
stressed.
Yeah.
But it was also rapid in the beginning. That's why I say people don't try not to stress yourself out, because that huge number in the beginning is not always good, even though we like to see it go down. We just don't lose fat that fast. Unless you're doing I guess there's some controlled environments where they've got them doing specific workouts and eating a specific way, but on average, people are not usually losing 14 pounds of fat that quickly. So. One moment, guys.
For Taisha, from Debbie. I love your workout recommendation. Okay, she just walked away. She's like me. She's done Strong Sisters and Lift with T workouts. She loved the strength training. And this month is kettlebells. So Taisha, that was for you.
Yeah, kettlebells are great. And I'm glad you like those.
And then Mindy says, I feel like I have a huge YouTube and TikTok GLP-1 friend group. Yes, I agree. I love all the knowledge sharing and support. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. You all look great and healthy. Oh, I agree, Mindy. How much water do y'all take in a day?
I drink a gallon of water a day. So 4 of these. And these are 32 ounces. Ladies.
I'll let Alonda go first. I don't think can you hear us?
Okay. I drink my coolest water bottle. And I do it twice. It's 32 ounces, so I'm roughly drinking 64.
Okay, so I'm not that bad anymore. I'm drinking probably minimum about 40 ounces, but I do try to drink 64 ounces. That's my goal, which I know is still not a lot, but
you guys drink other things. You guys drink other things. So drinking a gallon of water a day and drinking a bunch of other stuff, that would be a lot. And that's, at least right now, that's all I've been drinking. So I feel like that's why it's easier for me to get that much in, because that's all I drink. And I just haven't desired anything. And some of it's fear, not wanting to get compulsive about drinking sugary drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you don't want to open up Pandora's box.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
I get that. Yep.
Let's see. Hi, Jill. I'm addicted to salt. And this is from Elaine. She's in menopause. Pause. She never sleeps.
Mm.
I know that is contributing to her stall. Yeah.
Definitely. That like
Right.
once that
And
cortisol
Chrissy,
goes up, it's just so hard for your body to do what you want it to do. If you just like read up on just elevated cortisol levels, like what that does to the body, it just is responsible for so much havoc. And if you just like can get your stress level and just like sleep 8 to 9 hours, which is I don't do this myself, so I'm not like trying to say like I have it figured out. I have it figured out. I don't. But it's so important. It's just like those little things, drinking the water. It's pretty basic, but a lot of times we kind of neglect that and we think it's like we're just eating too many calories, and it's not always that. So it's hard.
For sure.
and Chrissy says, I just started to take electrolyte salt. I thought we should take it. Am I wrong? That's a touchy subject for me. I can do liquid IV. That's the electrolyte I can do. Any other electrolyte is causing me to have too much salt and inflammation. I learned that the hard way.
I haven't taken any, even in the middle of the summer. So from the beginning of June until the first week of August, I was going out 6 days a week and walking for an hour. I still did not need to replenish with electrolytes. And I don't know enough about that to be able to get up here and say what you should and shouldn't be doing. But if it's like, what are you replenishing? Like when people take it, I wonder, my question is like, why do you guys take it? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, why do you feel like you need to have that? Because isn't it sodium? And if you're taking in a lot of sodium and you're not drinking enough water to kind of flush that out, I think it may be, is it counterintuitive or counterproductive? One of those words. You're like doing the opposite. You're going to start like that's what Alonda experienced, right? Like holding on to a bunch of water, 10 pounds within a short amount of time. So unless your doctor is telling you that you need to take them, I wouldn't take them.
Yeah.
I would like really defer to your doctor, your nurse practitioner, whoever you're seeing that's following you. And not necessarily go off of what people are posting. And that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that kind of like when I first started Zepbound, there was a lot of talk about that, and I kind of was I was confused of why, because I didn't really see a correlation of why we needed it. I think a lot of us get some of those minerals just in the foods that we eat. So I think I would agree. I would say like just talk to your doctor and see if you even need it in the first place. But I don't think most of us are exercising to the point where we're like losing, like we're sweating so much that we're losing all of that. So I don't think that most of us need it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, Alonda, you drink it from time to time. I think that's different, but I think some people drink it like all the time. So
yeah.
Right. And I was like that. I was taking it every day because in my mind, and from what I had heard, it helps with the muscle. And so being on Zepbound, my fear was I didn't want to lose muscle. So I was taking one every day. And then when I started working out at Hotworks, I thought, okay, I'm really pushing myself. And that's when I had that can. I didn't even drink the whole can, but I didn't need it. And that's what my doctor basically told me. She was like, Alonda, what have you done to lose that much or to make that much sweat where you needed to replenish? And I was like, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I say I was walking. I just want to give some context. I was sweating profusely. And if you go back and look, I'm sure that I posted it. I used to post it every day when I walked. I was sweating, like drenched, clothes drenched, and still didn't need electrolytes. So just take that in. If you're not, like they were saying, doing something super strenuous where you're just really sweating, and I don't know, like, again, like, I don't know a lot about them. I know that I had to drink Gatorade or something like that when I was doing colonoscopy prep, and it was about maintaining hydration. So just drink water. Try just drinking water. And again, talk to your doctor. If your doctor suggests it, go for it. You know, I would trust that rather than someone on the internet, that doesn't have any, hasn't done like major research and background on something, right? Other than us looking on message boards and seeing what different people are saying,
Yeah.
So yeah. And not to make you feel bad. Like if you, want to take it and it's working for you, whatever it is you're trying to get out of it, you're getting, go for it. But if you don't need it, don't take it. Less is more.
Okay, Debbie had to leave. Thank you all for such
Thank
a
you for
great event. Looking forward to the next one. A collective table. She was very intimidated the first time being overweight. That's exactly, I walked in and I was like, oh, I can't do this. Maybe in another 20 pounds, I'll do an introduction session. I'm good for an introduction session. I like to try stuff. Do you ladies have a Facebook page or group?
No.
No, I just actually made a Facebook. I had been off of it for a while. But I don't have any groups or anything like that. It's just, all of my, everything surrounding Zepbound and stuff, I just use YouTube as a tool. I post my workouts and meals on Instagram, but I don't post about my Zepbound experience there. It's really here on YouTube is a platform that I prefer for that. Do you guys have any groups?
I don't.
I have a TikTok that I thought I was going to become TikTok famous with. and that did not happen. I post maybe once every other week on that. And I do have a Facebook group, but that's like my family Facebook group. One of my sons is deployed, so we post stuff on there so he can log in and see it on the ship.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
What are some? Let's see. Okay, Pamela, I like this. When you pee a lot from your initial weight loss and get leg cramps, that's when you need the electrolytes.
Okay.
Understandable. Yeah. Mariella with 1L. What are some mistakes you have learned, and what would you say to someone new to the journey?
a good question. That's a good question.
Yep.
I just had that conversation with a coworker. To be honest, everybody's journey on any weight loss is different. And that's kind of what I had to keep reminding her. I'm saying this, but understand your body may not react to it, because I've heard that. You might be a super responder. Yeah, I mean, I was just open and honest. I couldn't sugarcoat really anything. As far as my one mistake, it's not drinking the water initially. I always thought I was drinking enough water, but I never was. Never was.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I would say the same thing. Like, I don't know if I've had too many like mistakes or regrets really, but definitely not drinking enough water. If I could do it all over again, I would have started strength training like from the very beginning. I know a lot of people don't focus on protein. I would say that's a big one. I think you really need to focus on protein if you're on any weight loss journey, not just, a GLP-1 medication. I think that's super, super important. That'll also help keep you full for longer, fiber, things like that, things that we tend to overlook because or at least me, maybe didn't really put a lot of weight into it. You didn't really think it makes a difference, but I can tell if I'm not eating enough protein, those are the days that I'm not binging, but maybe I'm reaching for something I wouldn't normally, or to me, the protein makes a big difference.
I wasn't eating enough in the beginning.
Hmm.
And it wasn't, and I feel, so I hear people say that it's not the same, like on their journey, like it was in the beginning. I have not felt hunger since starting. Even when I moved from 2.5 to 5, like I did 2.5 for the first month because the doctor said that was a starting dose. And then, 5 would be like, I get that the half sizes are kind of like bridge doses. So I'm sorry, guys. I had it. Not eating enough. There we go. I didn't have an appetite, so I wasn't focusing on protein. I don't think that people need the amount that some people are out there saying, unless you are doing unless you want to be a bodybuilder or something like that. I don't know why, I think people kind of think they have to overdo it with the protein, but I wasn't focused on that at all. I think I was leaning more of like carbs and fiber. So not eating enough was a regret. If I could go back over, and do it over again, I would have been in a deficit, but I would have tried to, make myself eat more like I do now. Like it's a conscious effort. Like I have to eat this. And usually when I start eating, I'm enjoying the food. So it makes it easy to get it down, but I definitely couldn't overeat. So yeah, make sure you're eating enough.
Yeah.
And put some focus on protein. It's definitely important. Don't think that you have to do like 200 grams a day or anything like that. Like I don't think that that's necessary, but we all have different goals. It depends on a lot of things: how tall you are, how much you weigh, what your goals are.
Right.
What are you trying to do? But make sure you're eating enough. That's the big regret. And then I saw something about the muscle. It was me not eating enough food. I went from eating so much to like drastically cutting all of that. And I think that was what had me, lose muscle.
Yeah.
Not eating enough, not focusing on protein. So probably even deficient in a lot of ways when I first started.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the risks too with going up in dose. We like that feeling of not eating, right? Because we want the purpose of it is to lose weight. So it's great if you don't have an appetite at all. But at the same time, long term, that's that's not going to be good for your metabolism if you're not getting enough calories in. So yeah, you kind of have to be careful with that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a lot that we are missing. Kofia has joined. Hey, Kofia. Butterfly said she started 5 milligrams yesterday, and the dose is stronger than 2.5. That made her very tired and dehydrated. She now puts lime in her water. And what do you all think? Yeah, definitely drink the water, in my opinion, but I'm not a doctor. And do we recommend B12? I'm on the fence. I don't know.
Nutritional yeast has a lot of B12 in it. If you want to try to get it from a different source other than taking a supplement, you could try putting, how much was it? I should have brought that down with me. I'll probably post something like that in the community tab. I'll do that again, like maybe next week. Each day I'll do a different protein source.
Oh,
but
that'll be good, yeah.
That has protein in it too, but it has more than you need as far as the vitamin B, or different B vitamins actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, well over 100% of your daily recommended value. So try to find it in foods. It may be a little bit easier on you.
Yeah. Yeah, like a lot of milk, or like milk, eggs, what else is it? Beans. A lot of food has these things, and it's like once you realize that you just have to eat real food, you can get these things, but we I'm not saying, I take vitamin D, so obviously sometimes you need extra help there, but I think just remembering that it doesn't have to be that complicated, and you can just get a lot of this just from eating real food. But it's hard. I know it's hard.
Yeah. Well, ladies, we are at 4:33. And I know this is gonna sound bad because I know there's so many comments and there's so many messages and so many questions. But the good part is that the comments will get posted on YouTube. They will get posted. So if it's kind of thumbing through and posting, I think it'll show up on all 3 of our channels. I don't know how that will work with the posting of the messages. Yeah, there's really good ones there. Yeah. Are y'all okay if we head out?
Yeah, whatever you guys need to do.
I'm losing light, as you
can see. I see that.
It's getting really dark in here, and I'm freezing.
We'll have to do it again soon.
Yes, this was fun.
And now that we know how to navigate it, we'll get,
and we will definitely be working. Yes, we'll be working on it. So again, I want to give a shout out to Elaine for suggesting that the 3 of us come together. It's been fun, even I know we were all scared.
Yes.
It really has been fun. And the sense of community is there. Everyone is chiming in and helping one another. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Truly, truly beautiful. So with that, I thank y'all, ladies.
All righty. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining.
See ya.
Thank you.